So in this lesson, we are going to talk about loop control, for loop. So we are going to talk about the concept of for loop, the syntax of for loop. We are going to talk about two loop control statements, that's break and continue in for loop. And we are going to talk about other examples that is used loop to control a string, to loop through a string using for. So for loop is used for iterating over a sequence. That is either a list, a tuple, a dictionary, a set or string. So we can think about a sentence that for each element in some sequence, I will do something to the element. So and the syntax of for loop is that for representer in composite element. So the composite element could be a list or a set, a dictionary or a string, and the representer is just a new variable. You can see as a new variable which is represent the elements in this composite element, in this composite variables, and we're going to do something with the representer. Actually, there's do something to every element in this composite variable. Okay, let's see the code first. So list A is a list containing 5 elements in it. So each of the 5 elements is an int. The type is int, and the value of first element is 1, and second is 3, and the third is 6. So we can use this representer. So in this example, it's a standard usage of list, and you can use X as a representer to traverse through this list. So let's run this several lines again. We can see that all of the element in the list is printed down here, and also we can use I, and we can use I to and we can write a similar code as the for loop we learned from our last lessons. So for I in range 5, and in this example, so it's similar to the loop control here. So if the first time I is 0, and then I is 1 and I is 2, we can write something here. List range 5. So actually, the I here is the representer for each element in range 5. Okay, then we are going to talk about these two loop control statements. That's break and continue. This two statement is similar to the statement we learned from our last lesson about while. So if it's a break, if you meet a break here, it will directly run down to the next block. And if you meet a continue, it will go back to the condition and run the loop again. So let's try this code here. So when this X becomes banana, and it directly drawn out of the loop and go to line 30. And for this, the other examples here, let's run this again. So when it's banana, it will continue and do not print and jump this line 36 and go back to 4. So in this example, it do not include, so it did not print out bananas. And there's other examples here. Using for loop to traverse through a string. So let's run the code here. So it will print out bananas. So for the first time, X is B, the first character, and the second time is A, and then N and A. So it print out each characters in each lines. So in this lesson, the most important thing is the syntax of for. and the syntax and the usage of for loop.